The restaurant fell silent as the valet opened the door to a Lamborghini, and out stepped a man no one recognized. But Miss Loretta froze. Her eyes widened. It was him, the boy she once rescued from a freezing alley, now dressed in a tailored suit, walking toward her with a look that shattered every expectation. People whispered. Cameras clicked. Why had he returned after all these years, and with such power? This moment changed everything. This is the story you won't forget. Comment your city. We're watching with you. Wait a second. If you enjoy this story, please support us by clicking the like button. We'd also love to know. Comment below and tell us which city you're watching from. If you'd like to see every morning, Miss Loretta opened the diner before sunrise. It wasn't fancy, just a corner spot in a quiet southern town. But to her, it was everything. She wiped down the same tables, brewed the same coffee, and greeted the same tired faces. She didn't have much, but she had enough to give. That's why, when a barefoot boy began lingering outside, rummaging through trash for leftovers, she noticed. He never spoke, just sat near the window and stared. Most people ignored him, just another stray to avoid. But something in his eyes, loneliness wrapped in silence, pulled at her heart. She began saving scraps, then hot meals, then books. To the world, he was invisible. To her, he was a child in need. What she didn't know was that this small kindness would echo decades later, in a way no one could have imagined. The boy, whom she called James, came every afternoon after school should have ended, though he never said if he was enrolled anywhere. His clothes were always torn, his shoes mismatched or missing, and sometimes bruises peeked from under his sleeves. Miss Loretta never asked questions. She just fed him and taught him small things, how to read menus, how to count change, how to fold napkins. The town whispered. Some said she was wasting time. Others warned her, "They're not like us. Be careful." But she didn't care. Racism was baked into the sidewalks here, and she'd stepped over it her whole life. What mattered was that this boy smiled now, laughed sometimes, trusted her. Then one day, he vanished. No goodbye, no note, just gone. For weeks, Loretta left a plate out every evening, cold food, a chair never filled. Years passed. Loretta aged. Her knees ached, her eyes dimmed, but her routine stayed the same, until the day a sleek black Lamborghini pulled up outside the diner. The door opened. A man stepped out in a tailored suit and mirrored shades. He didn't walk in right away. He just stood there, staring through the same dusty window where a hungry boy once sat. And Miss Loretta, wiping down the counter, froze mid-motion because something about him felt achingly familiar. The door chimed as he finally stepped inside. Miss Loretta turned, napkin still in hand. For a heartbeat, she didn't recognize him. The sharp suit, the expensive cologne, the confident posture, it clashed violently with the barefoot boy she once fed. Then he spoke. Just one word. Mama. Her hand flew to her mouth. The diner went silent. Every table watched, eyes wide. Some remembered that boy, others never cared. But none of them expected this. Black, successful, unbroken. James walked to her and held out keys. This is yours now. Gasps filled the room. People who once warned her now stared in disbelief. It wasn't just a reunion, it was a reckoning. And as she clutched the keys with trembling hands, the town finally saw what love looked like, when given without conditions. But what he said next made the entire room fall silent. She never asked for anything in return. Not the food, the shelter, the quiet prayers she whispered when no one was watching. But James remembered it all. That moment in the diner wasn't just about a gift. It was about justice in a world that rarely gives it to black children like him. Miss Loretta's kindness had challenged a system that discards the forgotten. And now, her love had come full. Circle. James didn't just repay her, he rewrote the ending society expected for him. Their story reminds us that racism steals futures, but love, persistent, selfless love, can rebuild them. How many other children are still waiting for someone to believe in them? How different would our world look if we all dared to care like she did? Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more true stories that inspire and challenge the world we live in.